Welcome, viewers. Today we are going to discuss one of the major important topics of Power BI, and I'm talking about how you can create a model inside Power BI. So model inside, whenever we talk about a model, it means it's a collection of different data types. And like in all RDBMS and similar other database platforms, sometimes we want to create some kind of relationship. So in between the different data sets, also using our model view, we can build similar relationships in Power BI. And hence for that, I am going to discuss one particular problem, and my best emphasis will be to explain you the importance of model as well as another important concept that is called as a table. So let's start with our data and what exactly we are going to do. I am showing you the screen. You will be able to understand exactly what we are going to do. So this is an Excel sheet, and definitely for some reason I have opened a blank Excel sheet. We will see how it can be used. But coming to the Power BI desktop, you can see here it's a blank, but definitely if I click on the data, and particularly if I click on this particular sheet, it is our books data, although its name is coming sheet 1, 2, which definitely we can change it from here. So if you want to change the name of a data set, you can right click and you can say rename. You can, of course, look here, rename option, and from rename, you can find books. So after that, if you press the enter key, so categorically, now you see, because books, it is started with the letter B, so alphabetically it has come up to maintain the dictionary order. So sheet 1 has gone down, books dataset has come up within the screen. However, you can see here, there is one particular date fields. It is coming as 15th December. If the date values are not properly understood, definitely we can do what? We can select any particular column and you can see that data type is there. So definitely these are all Power BI's data types: whole number, decimal number, fixed decimal number, text represent all character values. Now, especially there are two subcomponents of the date time data type. If you want to take only the date value, you can choose date. And if you want to keep only the time factor, then you can choose time. Here I am getting a mix of date and time because the data type is date and time. So in fact, if I choose date, then timestamps will be removed from our data sets. And now you can see that data is coming with different pattern. It is showing 15th December 2020. Basically, we want to create a column where I can see exactly what particular day of the week it was. So for example, if 15th December 2020 falls on Monday, I want to display Monday over here. I want to display if 7th July 1945 say falls on Tuesday, I want to put Tuesday over here. So that's our target, and let's see what we can do. Remember that Power BI has a very good affinity towards any date values. Let's try to understand. You can see that published date. So whenever you will click, you will find it is being divided. There is a date hierarchy automatically being maintained. And again, if you expand, then year, quarter, month, day, everything is coming. So whenever you are having any date values, you will always find that Power BI separately subdivides the entire date value into different components. And these are the 4 components: year, quarter, month, day. Now, similarly, not only it can treat the date values in a separate way, and Power BI has a lot many functions of date related. One of the function is weekday. So you see what I'm doing, I'm choosing one particular, I'm adding one particular column, say new column, and definitely I can put any particular column name. Even I can write here the name of the column, say I'm saying weekday number. And inside Power BI DAX formula bar, I can say there is a function called weekday. Now this particular function takes 2 parameters. However, the last parameter is the optional. So here my target is I have to choose publish date. So what is the data type? You have to look data type. So I'm saying books. And definitely I can say publish date is my target. So if I close the bracket, I will see that some numbers are appearing. You have to understand what I'm explaining, why these numbers are appearing. Somewhere you are finding 3, somewhere you are finding 7, somewhere you are finding 2 or 1 even. You see, it returns the value in the form of some whole integer, where 1 represents Sunday, 2 represents Monday, because Sunday is the first, considered as the first day of a particular week. A week begins from Sunday. Power BI calculates this way. So definitely in this week, if a day comes on Monday, as per sequence, it will be 2. If it's somewhere it is 3, then you can understand, yes, it's a Tuesday. So here you will find that no value can cross I mean, all the values should be within the range of 1 to 7. But this is our partial achievement. This is not the final achievement. Because I exactly want Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, Friday, such kind of outputs to write. But I am not getting that kind of output. So what I can do, I can click on model. This is the model view. So you will find that now books data is already there. And earlier I had uploaded one particular, of course, this thing is not at all related logically. These two are separate, completely separate data. But what I can do, I can say enter data. I hope all of you can see enter data. It is basically showing you can create a new table. Here is the concept of table comes. Table inside Power BI can be considered as a data which you are not importing from any other source. So if I click on enter data, definitely you will find that a dialog box will appear on the screen. And so it is saying create table dialog box, where you can mention the name of the table. Ideally, it is showing table. You can change the default name, and suppose I am saying weekday table. But how I can write, either you can type manually, but experts often do in the different way. And here you will find the importance of Excel. Sometimes Excel I can use very intelligently. I know that in Excel, autofill function works. So definitely I can say serial number. And I can put 1, 2, 3. I can drag it up to this portion. because I know uh, till 7 there can be different dates, and similarly I can say day name differently. I can, of course, I can write here day name. And as you know, just because of drag and fill feature I am using, otherwise I had to type entire thing in manually. So I am dragging, so I am getting a reference. Serial number 1 means Sunday, 2 means Monday, 7 means Saturday. Now, what I can do, I can choose this data, not anything extra, not any column extra, not any rows extra, and simply I can say copy. Even you can use your traditional Control C or Control V as well. Now, coming back to Power BI, because this thing we have created temporarily, and I want to put this thing. So, viewers, please be sure that I'm clicking mouse where column 1 is written, not inside any rows. So, I have to click here and I'm using Control V. Yes, Control V works. That's the advantage of Excel and Power BI, because both are Microsoft products. So similarly, they can support lot many functionalities in between, although they are completely two different applications. So you are having a master list where 1 means Sunday, 2 means Monday, 4 means Wednesday, and in this way. So finally, you can say load. Now, you will find that inside model view, another component has been added, and that component is nothing but the table which you have just created with the name weekday table. If you don't have to remember the name of the table, because ultimately it will appear inside our model view. So you can see weekday table is also there, which you can drag and put it somewhere. Sheet 1 is already there, and definitely our major data which is containing inside books, that is also there. Now you can create a relationship, and definitely for building a relationship a common key is required, and that common key is, you can understand that inside books, you can see that it can be scrolled down. Weekday number, which is containing 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And similarly here, serial number. Don't choose day name, because inside serial number 1, 2 are there, and here in weekday number, similar values are there. So what you can do, you can select serial number and drag it on weekday number, and definitely a kind of relationship will work. And ideally, this types of symbol represents that it is a one-to-many relationship. And once this relationship is established, your job is almost done. So what you can do, I am going back to the report view. My task was, I'm taking a tabular view. I'm choosing this particular thing. So I can use book ID, I can use book name, and I can use the price. I can use even category or publisher date. Even publisher date also I'm taking. Now definitely publisher date, due to the date hierarchical it is coming. Of course, you may not want this types of output. So purposefully you have to do what you have to. You can see in the property box, publisher date is coming as a date hierarchy. So just on this down arrow key, you have to click, and instead date hierarchy, you choose publish date. So you will find exact date is coming. And from the table, you can expand this table. From the table, you can take day name, and your job is done. This is what exactly wanted, and using this was made possible by using weekday function and further using the model view and further creating a smaller reference table and also using a kind of logical relationship. And this is how purposefully we can use all these concepts inside Power BI beautifully. To know more, so many similar tips, definitely you can follow our video. You can keep on watching because regularly we are going to update with such small tools and tips of Power BI in our sites. Thank you for visiting this video.